hard and flow. Some people are rocking, some people are going to war. So this life that we're living, sometimes it's a ball and a chain. So just live your life and just ever remain.
My name is Ukeje. I'm an actress, and this is my producing debut. So I'm also the producer on this job. I've got Femi Jacobs, Anthony Manjaro, Ukeje, She-Girl, Aina Wigwe.
I play the character of Michael, who I find to be a very edgy character, especially because of his histories of being exposed to either family, friends, relatives who have been displaced at different times. And so that has built him to the point where he believes in fighting for what is right, believes in fighting for what is just, doesn't care so much about himself, thinks it's important to do the right thing, you know, and he's very into what he thinks should be proper and what is just, and that sort of puts him in the line of fire through the course of the film. Almost cost him his life, actually. Lead is going to pop up.
Okay, how is this possible for a company to disappear a village and falsify the documents?
Sir David, I don't know.
You should do the honor.
I play the big boss Oved in this story. Well, the big boss is one of your typical African business magnate who believes that their money can buy them any kind of power, any kind of influence. Many a times we've heard about a lot of corrupt, businessmen who use their money to manipulate the system, and eventually they get caught. And this is basically what has happened to Chief Oved.
This inquiry must stop. How will you do it?
You'll do it.
The name called Jesus Christ.
Okay, I play the son of the big boss. The big boss is actually the guy who runs the Corporation X. What the most of the story is about. I play the son who is he wants approval from his father, but he doesn't get it. So he's stuck under the shadow of his best friend, who tends to protect him from his father's expectations, intention.
I am not going to take responsibility, and I'm going to lose my job.
I hope you haven't been telling tales of me.
It's been an amazing experience. It's a story that should be told. So I was excited to be asked and honored to be working with some veteran actors.
And working with someone like Izzy Ojukwu, I've heard of him, I've seen his films, and I would say working with him now has been the best thing I have done. I won't say since I came, because then I will offend a lot of people, but it's one of the best things I've done since I've come. The way he works, he's how pedantic he is about a lot of things he does. His shots, his locations, his interpretation. I mean, this guy is. I'm surprised he's still in Nigeria. He should be out of this country doing things other. But it's good to have him and good to keep him here as well. It's great to work with him. I look forward to working. I hope I get an opportunity to work with him again.
I looked forward to working with Onye Ekenti because of the script she wrote. But when I heard that it was Izu, I mean, this is my second film with Izu, which has been a long time coming. And it was very exciting to see that the mutual respect for each other's craft, has also deepened, especially because of everything that we talked about through the process of what the script was and what it has become and where we wanted to go with the character and the story. On my first day of shoots, when the director gives you carte blanche and says, okay, so do your thing, you're just like, okay, like we haven't worked together in a while, so it's a very nice thing. I'm glad that we're doing this project together. I'm glad that it's actually this project, and yeah, it's going to be a really good one.
Butting into other people's departments.
Just come across some information.
They are hiding something, and in due time, a lead is going to pop up.
So when Uru came up with the project, I thought it was different from the regular scripts we do. and yeah, I agreed to it. You know, and of course, knowing that Izojuku was directing, and of course, working with him, I would say was also adding to my experience as a producer-director.
Izu was never first choice of director because one, I just thought he was way over my head. Like, there's no way I'll be able to afford him. I think it was just a stroke of luck that I have him on the set because from what I've been hearing, one, he's not a commercial director, he just doesn't do anybody's film, and he's expensive and this and that. Because when a lot of people ask me who's directing your film, when I say Izu, you go like, you must have money. I'm like, no, it's not that. I really don't. And you know, I think God was just smiling that day and said, you know what, Uru, I'll take you a step further, and got me Izu. So I'm just grateful to have him. I see things sometimes, I don't know how.
For the record, I don't hallucinate. I don't see projected himself, and I'm not crazy.
When I wrote the story, to be honest, I didn't know who would fit into what. But when the script was written, it was just so easy. It was a very easy decision to make. Like, you're reading it and you think, you can picture this person and these various people playing these different characters. I mean, I'd seen Femi as Mr. M in The Meeting. I'd seen Osi in Gone Too Far. I'd done a few things with Anthony Manjaro. You know, so the characters that they're playing, you know, because I'd seen the traits in other characters that they'd played. So it was just easy to take them and place them there.
When the executive producer told me I have the red to shoot with, I never thought she was going to use the red, but when she said she's going to shoot with red, I said, that's good. And I told the director, I said, this is going to work. And it's not just to shoot with only the camera. The lens are involved, the right filters, the right lighting, you understand? And then the set, particularly. If you see the picture in your mind and you're able to interpret it, how can you bring that out? Of course, you need all those things that I've mentioned to put those things in place. And the camera too helps because of the chips that is being built with, you know, can deliver the kind of feel that you want to achieve.
Do you mean you don't know? My wife is in a coma. You were the last person with her. You both hide this from me. Don't fight me.
And I remember, you know, I used to watch our Nollywood films, and at the end of every film it said, "To God be the glory." Now I understand why they say that, because trust me, to God really be the glory, because it takes a lot to put this production together. It takes the amount of money you spend on equipment, the crew. Every day I have at least 30 people on set, and I have 30 mouths to feed morning and night. That's a lot. And the people that you have to put in the hotel, it's all on you. So sometimes I just want to sit down and take my weave off because I'm so stressed out, but hey, I gotta look pretty.
Just come across some information.
They are hiding something, and in due time, a lead is going to pop up.
Okay, how is this possible for a company to disappear a village and falsify the documents?
Sir David, I don't know.
You should do the honorable thing and stay away from her. Give her some space. You have to stop these hallucinations.
I see things sometimes, I don't know how. For the record, I don't hallucinate. I don't see projected himself, and I'm not crazy.
What do you mean you don't know? My wife is in a coma. You were the last person with her. You both hide this from me. Don't fight me.
I am not going to take responsibility, and I'm going to lose my job.
I hope you haven't been telling tales on me.
This inquiry must stop. How will you do it?
You'll do it.
Remain calm.
Jesus Christ.
Told you that. He was arrested a few days ago.
You know we never contract out.
Some people that dance, some people that scatter the floor. Some people that rock and some people that going to war. So this life that we're living, sometimes it's a ball and a chain. So just live your life and just ever remain.
My name is Ukeje.